Okay, so we're going to look at some Boolean logic in Python, and the first type of logic that we're going to look at is the Boolean addition, and then afterwards we'll look at Boolean multiplication. But let's just set a Boolean, and then we can set it to, for example, we could set it to true or we could set it to false. So let's just set it to true, and then we could print the result of the Boolean, and we know that we're going to get a true back here. And then we could do something, we could set it to a false. And again, we're going to get back a false over there. Now, if we do some Boolean addition, so if we do a false plus a false, let's see what we get back. And also, by the way, just before I do that, we will print the type. So actually, let's do a print of the type of B. So we see that we've got a class of Boolean underneath, and this one is a false. Now let's try and do an addition, so we can do a false plus a false, and let's print out both of the sum of these two falses go into this variable b, and we're going to print out this variable b. And what do we expect? Are we expecting to get a false back, or are we expecting to get something else? And what is going to be the type of it? Should it be a Boolean? So let's press Control Return to run it, and we actually get a 0 back, which is a class of integer. So when we do a Boolean plus a Boolean, we're actually getting an integer back. And how do we convert that back into a Boolean? If we wanted to, we would have to do b equals the Boolean of b, and then print b, and then we turn that back into a false, because we are able to return. Remember that the Boolean method returns true when the argument x is true and returns false otherwise. So Booleans, when we do this Boolean addition, what we see is that we automatically get back a class of integer first. They are converted into their integer components, and if we were, for example, to turn this false into a true, so we could go turn that into a true. In fact, I'll do it on the next statement. True, false plus false. Over here, we'll just overwrite this variable, and this time we'll turn it into a true, and we're expecting this to turn into 1, because this is going to be a 0, this one's going to be a 1, and 0 plus 1 will return us the value of 1. And indeed, we get the value of 1 over here. So a false plus a true, a false plus a false is 0, a false plus a true is 1, and we can continue doing all of those, which we'll do in the next section.